I just came across this article about toxic femininity and its damaging effects amongst women. So the article on Hormona.io suggests we often hesitate to speak openly about toxic femininity, not to reinforce the negative stereotypes about women or being petty or bitchy, but with over 70% of women now admitting to feeling bullied by their female colleagues, it's about time we talk about the issue. Ladies, do you think there's such a thing as toxic femininity? And how would you describe one, and have you encountered one, or have you been one yourself?
Have you seen The Housewives?
I'm Beverly Hills. Dead.
I mean, I think it happens. I think it happens, and I think it happens all across the board. I mean, obviously, we've heard of masculine toxicity.
Yeah,
I can't even say it.
yeah.
And then, of course, feminine. I think it's anytime a woman is being bullied or being harassed or being mistreated by another woman, I think it falls into that category.
Can you break that down even a little further? Because I can feel the antithesis of that. Like, I can feel the women who are doing that being like, you're just being sensitive.
Right, exactly.
I'm just I'm a boss.
Right,
So
I'm a boss, or I just say it like it is.
Right, so when is it really toxic?
When it's mean, when it's mean-spirited. I think anything that's also too extreme can be toxic. I think when feminism becomes male bashing, that's toxic. Like, I think a lot of us hear, oh, I'm a feminist, and I don't think they realize that that means fighting for equality. It doesn't mean that one is actually better than the other. Right. And the moment that you start to bring down the man, then you're no longer equal. Then you are doing the exact same thing, just on the opposite side.
Also, it's like if you don't think like they think.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, as we're women, but we still have a right to be an individual. And also, you know, we have to understand that there is a difference between white feminism and women of color feminism. And I think that we don't talk about that enough. Whereas, you know, we're still fighting for equality when it comes to women of color and being feminists. So, you know, I just feel like we still have work to do when it comes to that.
For sure.
Yeah, well,
for sure.
It's interesting when you guys say mean-spirited. I've definitely met the mean girls of life, right? Especially in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I remember there's another type of toxic femininity. When I really thought about this, it made me think of a friend that I had when I was in high school. This friend, she would always kind of contort things I said. You know, like if I or maybe my behavior. Like, one time we went out and we had a fun time with a bunch of friends, and we came back and she was kind of silent the whole car ride home. And I was like, did you have fun? How's everything? Well, I mean, if you just didn't like dominate all the conversations and just make it all about you. And I was like, wait, did I? I really did think, like, did I do that? And I mean, I didn't really like what you wore. You could have told me you were gonna get dressed up. I didn't know. You should have texted me your outfit.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? And I actually felt bad. I actually went, you know, because I'm 20 at the time, so I'm like, oh, I gotta check in with her, let her know what I wore, or let her know, you know, next time be quiet so she can talk more. But then I realized when I grew up, I was like, no, bitch, you got the same air and the same like, you do you and I'll do me.
Right, speak
but
up.
it's also a manipulation. I think toxic femininity is using your feminine
like
powers to contort you.
manipulate a
Manipulate.
situation.
I
Yes.
like that.